and happy Tuesday afternoon to you. It's quite a nice sunny day here, as you can see, and I'm ready to share some cards with you and some crafting. I'm just going to check that I'm in the right place on my page on my laptop. I think I am. I think we're all good. Yep, I'm there. I can see my face on my computer. So I am going to turn my screen around and get crafting. Oops. Okay. Let me just sort out my positioning. Right. Let's see who's on. Please do say hi if you're on. Let me make that bigger so I can see comments and stuff. Oh, hi Nanny and hi Tracy. I look a bit skewy, so let's just get that sorted. Right. So, wow, I've got 15 watching already. That's amazing, thank you. On Thursday night, on our Paper Crafts and Piano, I made some cards with this stamp set, which went down really well. Everyone was saying they love the colour combo, which I did get from someone else. Well, I sort of changed it slightly, but anyway. And the cards went down really well. And then silly Julie went and deleted about 3 videos off my YouTube. It's a long story, but they said they were processing on my phone, and they'd already had some of them because they were already uploaded. So I thought, oh, I can delete these because they've already processed. And they're deleted off my channel. So people have been saying, can I do the cards again? So I'm going to try and whiz through making the cards again. I have only got 29% on my phone and 25% on my laptop. So bit of a fail there. But anyway, I'm going to show you the cards that I made. Oh, where have I put them? Oh, yeah, they're here. And I might already have some bits that I can use. So I made that one, and then I made that one, and then I made that one. So what I'm going to do first is grab a sheet of thin Whisper White, or basic white. And I'm going to cut this down in half to A5 size. So I'll see if I can whip through these in like half an hour or 45 minutes or something. So I'm going to do a 1 sheet wonder-ish, and I am doing a class on this if anybody wants to join and purchase the bundle, or just the stamp set and the ink pads, then details are on my events booking, events.thepaperhaven.co.uk. Who else is on? Oh, hi Gemma, hi Geraldine, hi Ali, hi Rebecca. Wow, I've got 20 on. So, okay, let me get cracking. I've not even really got prepared. Well, I've got my ink pads out and I've got some blocks ready. So I'm going to use the big flower and then the happy wording, and then I'll decide on the other wording. I've got birthday already set up. Then I'm going to use, I'll get them out of the thing first, and then I'll show you which ones I've used. You do use a lot of stamps with this set, and you do need a lot of blocks. So I'll just pop these on here, and then I'll show you which ones I've used. Making rather a lot of noise. So I've used this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so whenever I'm doing a one sheet wonder, oh, bless you all, thank you. Hi, Bernice. Whenever I'm doing a one sheet wonder, I always start with the biggest flower, and I am going to pop my mat under here, and I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. Now, it's one of my favourite colours, that and Pool Party, but it is quite intense, although this ink pad has been used quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it and stamp off, and then stamp. And this does create a like a watercolour effect. So please don't expect a solid image. Now, I didn't buy this stamp set originally. I thought I didn't need another floral stamp set. Oh, little did I know how much I needed this set. So please don't think, oh, I don't need another set, because honestly, the wording is so good. The font on the happy is fabulous. Very useful as well. So I've gone all over with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in with this. Now, honestly, I know this is a bit topical. Hi, Donna. And it's not really in good taste, but when I see that, I can't help but think it looks a bit like a germ, like a virus germ. Anyway, we're going to stamp it in the centre of the flower. And I'm not stamping off with this, I'm doing it full strength, so you can get, you can see the contrast. Yeah. There we go. And then I'm going to put the Coastal Cabana, I'm going to close that because I do get a bit nervous when my ink pads are open. I'm now going to use the other flower, and I'm going to do one full strength and then one stamped off, and I'm going to carry on with that. Yeah. And it does build up really nicely, really quickly. One tip is just see how you go with it, because when you cut it down you can always add more on. You knew I was going to say that. What about the virusy thing? It did look like it though, didn't it? Now I'm using this one. Now it's like dots, but I'll show you what it is supposed to be. And this is really good at filling, this one. It's a really good filler, isn't it? Okay, you can see how good that is at filling in. Hi, Sarah. Now I'm going to use the Smoky Slate, or Sexy Slate as a friend of mine calls it. Now this changes the total look of it now by adding in this neutral. I'm going to use this that's like for the another one that's like for the centres, and again this is a great one at filling. if you've got some white space. And don't stamp off with these. I think I probably got enough of that. And then the tiny, tiny, tiny little one is amazing for filling in the small areas. And you could really go to town with this one. And you sort of need to step back because you can go a bit much, but it's a lovely little one for filling in, very useful to have. Just make sure there's like plenty of each of the colours sort of distributed across the card. God, that sounded professional, didn't it? Distributed. Oh, did you get it, Nanny? Hi, Pauline. Hi, Sarah. Is it Sarah or Sarah? I suppose you can't type that back to me. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave that. Wow, 32 on. Amazing. Right, okay. So I've done a lot of the stamping. What I'm going to do now is I'm quickly going to make these cards that I've shared. I just need to grab my ruler so I can remember my measurements. So first up, I'm going to do this one. Now, I've been liking leaving a bigger border of late. So just wanted to check this. Right, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to cut this at 8 centimetres. So it's 2.5 centimetres in, and then I'm going to cut it 2.5 in lengthways, which if it was 14.8, it's now going to be 12.3. We do use a lot of maths in card making. Okay, but actually I didn't need to do that. I just realised because I want to make it. Oh, it's not. Just ignore that. So it's 8 by 7.5. Oh, never mind. Right, do I want it like that? Yeah, I'm going to go there. Right, I've got some nice little scraps there now. And I've got some scrap here, some So Saffron, and I'm going to cut this to 8.5 by 12.8, and I'm hoping that that's long enough. No, it's not. Okay, so basically that's going to sit there like that. Alright, now what I'm going to do to make it easier, I'm going to cut a piece of white for the whole thing, rather than meeting up. So it's going to get 8. This is the measurement that should have been, this is the card that should have been the 8 by 12.3 instead of the patterned one. So I sort of was right, but I cut the wrong piece. So I've got that sits on there. That sits on there. Okay, and then we're going to cut a piece that's 8 wide. And I'm going to do it, I think I did it. It wasn't quite a centimetre. I think it was 0.7. So we'll see. It was a sliver. Yeah, that'll do. That's great for scraps, you see. Really great for scraps. Oh, and of course, we need a coastal cabana card base. Julie, come on. Okay. So, no, it's So Saffron, Ali. Ah, right, Sarah. That's good, because I have a customer who's Sarah too, so I always do ask, and she gets a bit annoyed if people call her Sarah. I do really have to think about it sometimes. So, we've created like our own patterned paper, which is what a one sheet wonder is. That's just going to simply sit there. I mean, isn't that just the most basic thing? Put in a little strip of card instead of using some ribbon on there like that, yeah. We can stick that on our card. I know I'm whizzing here, but I don't want to just, oh, I've had the message on my phone to say I'm on low battery. I don't want to just everything to die off and then leave you stranded. Could happen. Okay, so that's stuck on there. Now we need to stamp with the smoky slate. Now, I did just stamp with navy, so I'm going to grab something to clean my stamp, but I think these wipes are dry as a bone. So where's my... I did have my thingy. You know, I don't know where anything is now in here. Let's just give it a little lick and a wipe and hope it's all right. Don't tell anyone. And then rub it on my cheeks. Oh, there's bits all over on it now. Okay, well, let's see if we can get a nice image. I'll probably have to wash this under the tap because I've got so many bits on it. Don't do what I do, please. Okay, let's find the smoky slate. It does Sandra, doesn't it? It's just so cool with a tiny strip of card. So if anybody wants to do this class, it's on the 20th of March. It's a Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to grab, I've got some scrap here. I need my mat. You always need your mat with this one. I'm a bit worried about how this is going to stamp, but we'll see. Well, it's not too bad to say that I had a load of fluff on it. And I'm going to cut this out. I maybe should have done this before the live. Could have been a good idea, actually. Problem is I can't see on my phone how much charge I've got left, but when I get a message to say I'm on 10%, then I'll know I'll have to skedaddle. Don't know what word I made up then. Ah, you're doing it for your birthday class? Ah, fabulous. Hi, Uma. I'm just reading comments back. Who's Janet Jackson, Rebecca? Or is that a joke? Or is there someone... Did I say something that was a Janet Jackson song or something? Because I won't put it past me after my comments on YouTube this morning. You need a jump start, do you, Uma? I know. I thought there was a matching die. That'll teach me to look in the catalogue properly. I know, but you can stamp it straight on a project. So my Perth friends, what time is it there? Is it nearly 10 o'clock at night? Or 9 o'clock? So I always leave a little bit of white around the edge when I'm cutting things like this out. Right, we're nearly done. So this is going to sit here, there, and what I've done is, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one different. I'm going to do one I haven't used before on a rather large block, but it's all I've really got left. So I'm going to stick the happy down first, 9:53. Ah, is she on? Is she watching? Well, are you out of your lockdown in Perth now? I know you had your temporary one, like circuit breaker one. We've had that for nearly a year. Ah, right, cool, Rebecca. Although, I mean, I don't really like to talk about it, but sometimes it's like, what else is there to talk about? What about crafting, obviously, but we have vaccinated. After today, it will be nearly 16 million people. Over 15 million people have been vaccinated in the UK, which is amazing. No masks. Oh my goodness. So I'm doing You Make Me Happy. There you go. First card done. And I've had no more battery messages, so I still must be over 10. Right, so card 1 done. Boom. So that's a copy of that one. Yeah, more or less. Next one. Let's do this one because it's easier. Because I know what I'm doing with this one. So I'm going to do a 10-fold card with the So Saffron. So I always score first. Score. And then cut. And then you only have to do one cut. I've got 2 cards and or 1 score even. And then I'm going to take some just have to check the measurements, but I think I'm right on this one. Yep, I am. I'm going to take some smoky slate, sexy slate, and it's going to be 8.5 wide by 12.8. And then I'm going to bring back my piece of stamped card. Now, have I got some that's big enough? Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, not quite. So I need this to be 12.3. So I'm going to cut it to 7.5. Okay. And then turn it, and it needs to be 12.3. And you make one piece. You've got one piece then. And then what we'll do is we're going to cut it into 3 strips at 2.5 wide. Okay, and I like to use the 2.5 at this side. But keep these in order. So 1 and then 2.5. Okay, and it's like you're sort of making a jigsaw, but then you'll have a gap in between. So we take our piece of grey and then we layer these up like this. Okay, and because, just a little bit of maths for you, the piece of white card was 7.5, but the grey, the slate, is 8.5, so it's a centimetre wider. Height-wise, it's only half a centimetre deeper, because then that gives us these little gaps in the middle. Yeah. Oh, hi Rachel. I can't claim credit for this. I did see a colour combo very similar on Instagram, but it was with grey granite, which I just can't seem to get on with compared to smoky slate. And it also had a little bit of misty moonlighting, but I needed to keep mine to 3 colours because I'm doing a class with it, and I know some of the ladies didn't have any of the colours, so I didn't want it to be too much. I didn't want them to have to add on 4 ink pads. They could get the stamp set and then add on 3 ink pads. So we've made like a panel background here. This is one of my go-to designs. You can also do this with patterned paper that's a lot quicker, so you don't have to do the, you know, what am I trying to say, the stamping. Now I need some pool party ribbon. I think it's in my bag that I brought from home, so I'm just going to delve into my bag. I got it. Okay, so I turn my panel upside down. I just want to see what I want showing. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way up it goes. So I turn it upside down and I start with my loose end on the right. The rest is attached to the reel. And I'm going to tie my bow upside down with it attached on the reel. And I do the whole bunny ear thing. This is the Pool Party sheer ribbon, and it's from the main catalogue. And you can colour this with the Stampin' Blends, and it works really well. Okay, so the reason why I leave it attached is because then I can trim it off there. Okay, and trim it off there. And that is the only little bit of ribbon that I've wasted. Okay, whereas I could guess how much I wanted, cut it off, and then I've wasted it. So I'm going to glue this on. And I've used a square die on my original card, but I'm thinking that I don't really fancy going to my die cutting machine now at the minute, so I might see if the happy will fit across this. It's going to stick out, I know it's going to stick out, but use that, you see, instead. I needed to move the bow over a bit, actually. Should have done that first, because that's not going to fit. Oh, actually, it's fine. Right, where's my mat? Let's stamp another happy. This time I've done it in the So Saffron. So I'm not going to attempt to use them dry wipes again, because I'm going to be very lazy and just stamp that off and hope it's great. Yeah, it's a nice combo. Who's giving themselves a good talking to? Rebecca. Oh, good. Get crafting, girls. Come on. Well, hopefully our event on Saturday will inspire you as well. Right, all right, I have had a battery warning, so I think what I'm going to do, I've done half an hour, is finish this card and then call it a day, because I wouldn't want to finish. I've got a charger in my car, so I can have my phone on charging when I'm driving home. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to finish like in mid-craft. That would be very unprofessional. So I'm going to, I'll show you the third card, but I'll show you where I got it from as well. I got it from a sketch challenge. This video will, after this, I will download it and then I will upload it to YouTube so you can catch up on YouTube. I think I'm getting lazy with the cutting out of this now. I'm so pleased I got this set because, as I say, I'm doing a class on the 20th and I've got 6 lovely ladies joining me so far. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that's going to pop on there, but I know that it's going to hang off a little bit, and I'm fine with that, I'm cool with that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to grab a piece of scrap and I'm going to take another punch and I'm going to extend this to create, I'm going to cut it in half. And I'm going to create a layered up piece just to make it pop a little bit like that. This punch works so well for doing this. Like that. Just allow it time to dry and not rush like I am doing. I'm going to actually layer that up with some foam pads. Dimensionals, Julie, use the proper term. And when I'm doing this over some ribbon, I do my foam pads either side and I create like a channel or a groove or a tunnel where the ribbon can then sit through, so I'm not actually glued onto the ribbon. Yeah. That's going to go there like that. Now the happy will stick out, so just pop it on and work out how much of it is, I might want to make my bow a little bit smaller so you can see the happy more. You want to work out how much of it's glued on, so it's actually most of the word. Every time I use this, I want to sing that Pharrell Williams song, because I'm happy. That one. Clap along. Oh, I don't want to get into trouble for using music on Facebook. Sorry, Pharrell. So that's going to sit over there like that. And then I'm going to take another bit of scrap. And where's my birthday gone? I'm going to do this. I might do it in slate, actually. That's got a little tinge of yellow in. That's better. It's a little bit jaundiced, that one. What I've started doing today is using the classic label punch and punching the word out so you get a really straight edge. Yeah. And then I just chop it down like that. And then I'm going to sit it here like that. You do probably need to use these bits on the edge of your dimensionals. And then that's going to pop there. Probably can actually put it a little bit lower. Happy birthday. And I'm going to just trim off this a bit more because I made my bow a bit smaller. And then what we do is we shove everything to one side like that with our arm. We just shove it all there like that, out of the way. And then we show our nice cards that we've made today. And it makes it look like we've got a lovely clear desk. And there we have 2 cards today in 36 minutes. With the... And I have got left, I'll show you what I've got left from the piece that I've stamped today. I think it's that piece. I've got that left. And this is from an A5, remember, not from an A4. And I've got these 2 bits left. So I've got quite a bit left. And this should make the other card, which I'm going to share with you, which was this one. Now I got this design, and I'm going to show you this from good old Mary Fish's Sketch Challenge, Stampin' Pretty Sketchbook. I hope I've got the right one. Oh. I got it. It was this one, Sketchbook 2. So I've used this. Oh, thank you, Anne. I've used this sketch for this card here. Although I didn't do these little sticky bits, leafy bits, but that was the card there. So I've not had time to do that one with you today, but they're just some ideas for you with the One Sheet Wonder. And if you are interested in the class, then send me a message or email me at julie@thepaperhaven.co.uk, and I would love to have you join me in the class. So thank you for tuning in. Sorry it's a bit rushed today. I've managed nearly 40 minutes. What else have I got on this week? So on Thursday evening I will be live on YouTube with Craig doing our paper crafts and piano at 7:30 UK time. And then on Saturday, I am running a demonstrator only event, which I'm really excited about, if a little nervous. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I've made myself do it. And I've got some lovely Stampin' Up friends who are doing talks for me and helping me out with that, so that's lovely. And oh, thanks Sarah for joining in. And then I'll be back on Tuesday with coffee and card. As usual. Thanks, Sandra. Sandra, I know you've ordered this already, but if you want to join the class, just send me a WhatsApp and I can do you a price just for the kits, because you've already got the stuff, or if you need the ink pads, we can sort that out. That's if you want to join in. Don't be nervous. I know I am though, June. So, yeah, all busy here. Looking forward to spring. The weather's getting a bit better. And this video will be available on YouTube afterwards if you want to watch it a little bit slowed down at a slower pace for you to be able to craft along with. So I'm just going to turn the camera around. Hang on. Bear with. So thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you soon online. Thank you for crafting with me and for your company, and I'll see you soon. Bye.